It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, it's a compelling late-season clash here in Week 16, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one... out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, break! Third, right there, go!
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Camp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Camp. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Bengals hit 11-3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And that's out quickly to Chase.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On second down now, Camp. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram. You talk about this Bengals defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about, the ultimate test.
It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
That is incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times to interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And Howell will throw it.
It's caught, Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
He's into the secondary.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Jeff Smith,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. He's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango.
Stroud to throw it.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Camp, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Got a man open. It's Chase. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
At the 4-yard line.
19 life. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Stroud looking to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play.
They'll try to run this one in. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Stroud off the play fake. Oh, that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Go, Reed, go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Camp. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
Now a give, right side. Camp. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go now.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Stroud. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker, because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Powell, he'll look to throw it.
And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? They said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Play action. Stroud now.
He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to move the pocket there. Out to the right on the bootleg, but nothing develops. And he's forced to just throw this one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Track 60.
And Stroud now to throw. Looking deep here for Chase.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Throwing here, Howell.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Howell down to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Howell throwing on 1st down here.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Pass throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Powell. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice scan from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second down, Howell back to pass. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Another throw for Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He will find his man Chase complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll go play action. Howell. Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Left side, Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Howell. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And this is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
19.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And that's out quickly to Chase.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's Cook again.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
As Smith in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Able to slither by. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st down, Howell to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and 3. Here's Howell. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And Howell will throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Woolen ready to return it. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity. Preaching his
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure. And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Running for it, here's Cook, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth, and the Bengals will get the football back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Oh, nice move. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They run again on first down. Cook dashing through the snow. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. James Cook with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle they go. Camp, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Chase, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Panther 11, Panther 19 tight, 19 tight.
Stroud now on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. A gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he will not make it into the end zone, but there is a flag down far side of the field, so let's see what that's all about. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Camp. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down